And in this quest of you asking for photos, you escalated this interaction
Yes.
by asking her to remove the top part. That is now on page 1165, khulula, umtla, at 2028.
Yes, I did.
She testified that she understood this to mean that she had to undress her upper body for the picture.
I did not understand it that way. I'm the one who said it. Afford me the opportunity to explain myself. In this interaction, where, as you can see, this person seems to be wearing a jacket. If I'm going to say to you, and I would like to appreciate your appearance, and I say, take off your jacket, this is the context. That was what I was saying.
Why would you ask her to take off the top part of her garment?
You can see she's wearing a garment there.
But why did you ask her to remove it?
No, because I just wanted to appreciate her appearance, because as far as I was concerned, the jacket was obstructive.
Of what?
Obstructive in the sense that it doesn't give me a full perspective and view of how she looked.
What did you want to see? What did you want to see more of how she looked?
I've explained it.
No, you haven't.
I'll repeat.
What? You said you wanted to see more. What more did you want to see?
If I stand up wearing a jacket, you may not see how I am structured because there's a jacket.
So you wanted to see her body?
I was not denuding her. I wanted to see how she is made up.
Would you agree that even suggesting this type of image by removing your top part to see her body, the structure of her body, especially in the absence of a personal relationship and in the presence of professional hierarchy, amounts to sexual harassment?
I disagree.
Particularly when she does not adhere to your request.
She did adhere to my request to share pictures. She did send a picture to me.
The request of removing the top part.
Fine, so be it. I did not persist. I was satisfied with her not doing it as part of the interaction, the flirtatious interaction. So your question is loaded with a number of notions. You mentioned quite a lot of things. Could you please unpack it so that I assist the tribunal? You said something about power and everything else. You loaded quite a number of things. I want to deal with your...
I did not say anything about power. I said, requesting this type of image by removing the top part, especially in the absence of a personal relationship, because there was no personal relationship yet, and in the presence of professional hierarchy, amounts to sexual harassment, particularly when this recipient is not adhering to the request.
I disagree with you. I'll tell you why I disagree with you. It might be that it's more a matter for argument, but sexual harassment at the core thereof, or at the center of it, is the issue of whether conduct is welcome or unwelcome. Whether you read it from the perspective of the Employment Equality Act, or you read it from the perspective of the Code of Good Practice on the Prevention of Harassment, at the center of it is the issue of whether the conduct is wanted or unwanted. So my answer is simply that she had sent a picture, she had met what I requested from her, I commented stylish, she responded saying, you got a fine eye too. This is a discussion between two adults. From what I'm reading, I don't find anything that encapsulates unwantedness.
But that's what we have to unpack. How she felt. She felt it to be unwelcome. The complainant responded to that request of yours to remove the top part, to say, we'll try later. That is also on 1166 at page 2028.
Yes. Thank you for reminding me.
She said, there's none, I will try later. She explained when she testified that saying no directly would not give her peace. She believed that you would continue pressing the matter. That's why she replied the way she replied.
I disagree. That's an ex post facto formulation to suit what we are about and to champion this cause that I have addressed myself to.
Then even after this picture that you replied to, you were not satisfied. When she
Yes.
didn't send you the photos by removing the top part, you engaged further and you messaged her by saying robbed. And that
Yes.
is at 1167 2049.
Yes, correct.
Again, you indicated your dissatisfaction and pushing the conversation further.
Let's go a bit back. I said few that you've got. The word few at the center thereof could mean 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 10, depending on what you've got as quantity. So I think we should move from that premise. The understanding was few that you've got, I will do. So when you send one does not mean few. So my persuasion and negotiation is based on the conversation, which I now see how it unfolded, which I'm now, as I read it, I am beginning to understand how it unfolded. And therefore, I disagree with your proposition that you are putting to me.
Few that you've got was after you asked her for her to remove the top part. You were referring to that.
Not necessarily.
And when she did not send that to you, you said robbed. So you
I
were
said
pushing
so.
this further.
No. We must understand that there is, every time, ma'am, you talk to the person next to you, I'm going to stop because I've expressed my disquiet in relation to that.
Chair, can I
Because
just clarify?
insofar as,
Please just wait.
sorry, I'm addressing you, ma'am.
JP, if you wouldn't mind, give me a minute.
Can I just take control of the situation if nobody minds? Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Chair. I just want to clarify. I represent the complainant. Part of my role here is to give instructions on the complainant's version. When I give Ms. Skippers a message, that's what I'm doing. I'm not distracting from you answering the question, JP, and I certainly don't intend to do that, but it is necessary for me to pass notes to her and to try and give her instructions on things on behalf of the complainant. I will certainly try and do that in a way that's not obstructive to the questioning, but it is moving quite fast. So, and I don't want to ask for adjournments. So I'll bear in mind the JP's concerned, but just so that you understand my role as well. Thank you, Chair.
Chairperson, my concern has nothing to do with Advocate Badlender. My concern has to do with Advocate Skippers. Insofar as she is posing questions to me, and when I start proffering an answer, then I can see she's talking to somebody else. I've got no problems with whoever wants to talk to her as these proceedings unfold. I believe I'm entitled to what I'm saying. I need protection in this regard. I need to be respected. I feel disrespected when somebody is going to pose a question to me, and when I'm busy answering it, she does not look at me, she talks to somebody else. I can't take it beyond that. Thank you, Chairperson.
Advocate Skippers.
Thank you, Chair. I hear what the JP is saying. I am following what he's testifying. So, and I don't see there was any break in the conversation between us, but I hear what he's saying.
Can I just say this, that JP, it's very much like an advocate busy with cross-examination, and sometimes the attorney whispers into his ear. I think it is in that context that the interaction between Advocate Badlender and Advocate Skippers.
I have no problems with that. What I used to do in the 22 years that I practiced as an advocate, whoever I'm talking to, I would then say sorry and then take instructions. And I've registered my disquiet in the context that Advocate Skippers poses a question. When I'm busy answering it, then she talks to somebody else. I don't want to take it beyond that.
Yes.
I don't want to make a mountain of, well, out of something, so to speak, that may be a heap. I've expressed my disquiet. She now understands how I feel about it. Thank you, Chairperson, for allowing me to explain myself.
Yes, let me finish what I wanted to say. We may have to accept what Advocate Skipper says, that she does not mean disrespect. And when she would be doing that, Perhaps a problem would arise only and only when she says, repeat your answer because I didn't hear your answer because I was busy with Advocate Butland. Then that could be a problem.
Yes.
But if she feels that she can manage to pick up a word or two from Advocate Butland while you are giving your answer and still be receptive to your answer and duly consider your answer, then it should not be a problem.
It should not be a problem. I agree. It's more a social etiquette issue. When somebody is talking to me, and then when I'm trying to engage them, then they look at the other person. I don't wish to take it beyond that. I understand
Yes, I
what the
think we should
chairperson
leave
is
it
saying.
at
Thank you
that
very much.
point, with the assumption that should Advocate Skeppers be receiving a word or two from Advocate Butland while you are busy giving an answer, the assurance she gives us is that even though she'll be doing that, she'll definitely be following your answer.
Thank you for the assurance.
Yes.
Thank you.